right now.
Welcome back to Art of Conquest here on your Thursday night. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. The main two topics we're gonna be focusing on tonight is power leveling of Vallari, our mage. Vallari's been around for a while, but I never spent the Lanari to acquire her, so we're gonna take a look at her tonight, as well as Temple Talk, the brand new building that's here in your stronghold called the Temple. So we'll take a look at that in just a few moments. So welcome back to all my stinking friends and family. Here you are on the Stinkpot Shack Show. We got Janet and Misharo here in the house, and we are live on Area 51 server in the house Giant Johnson. So just remember, if you do play on Area 51, check out Giant Johnson, and when you see Dupe, make sure you punch him in the face, courtesy of the High Prince Raspunter. Always keep that. It's very important, guys. So if you want to get our allegiance, that's the way to do it there. So I'm just going to go through some various things, you know, some mundane things while I talk about things. So one of the big changes as far as the Lilith employees go is, if you've been on the forums lately, there hasn't been hardly anything going on there, and the main reason for that is because there is a new community manager. It just came out of the blue. The community manager posted and said, hey guys, I'm out of here, peace, here's the new person. But the problem is the new person hasn't really done anything. So this week we had a new update. So now we are on patch update 1.16.20, and it's the recent changes that came from the public test realm. So like I said, the temple is one of them, and also one thing you may not be aware of, because I couldn't find the patch notes anywhere online. So if anybody has a link for that, put that in the chat, because I could not find them. I know Peaches got an email from them from the public test realm, but she's on an Android device, so she was, you know, right now only the Android devices are able to get into the public test realm. Since I'm on my iPhone X, I don't get that information. So if you have a link for the patch notes, I googled it. I tried to find it so many times before I came on here. It's not on the forums, it's not on Reddit, which Reddit is hardly used these days. But yeah, so I couldn't find it. So I'm not going to be able to talk through all the changes they had, but I'm going to go through a high level of what I noticed. And probably after the temple, the next biggest thing is probably they increased the health of walls on your stronghold. I used to have a 560k wall at a level 32 stronghold, and now at a level 33 stronghold, which, you know, it should be up by what, 600 so, but now it is actually at 3.3 million. Also, the Royal Guard Towers got a big jump in the wall strength as well. So just something to keep in mind of if you haven't paid attention to your wall lately. It's a lot more beefier and a lot more harder, but with this war event coming up on the server, oops, went out there too early. People are our cities are gonna start to get attacked a whole lot more, and so far, the city I am in has been attacked a lot. So we're just trying to build everybody up as fast as we can. I am getting close to the 800k mark, so Peaches is getting close to the 1 million mark. So maybe next week we can showcase Peaches on here and help her celebrate as she hits the 1 million mark. Hopefully that works out. So yeah, let me just finish this void here up, guys, and then we're gonna go straight into power leveling Vallari here. So let me knock this out real quick. So let's see, Masharo's wish. Let me try and decipher what he's put in chat here. And Janet, it's bath time. Yep. So 7:15 is Janet's bath time. So here we go. So I don't like the gym. I like your style by Stinkpot. Stinkpot, my wish is when you open computer and you make a update from Clash Royale. Haha, Stinkpot, don't forget my wish. Something like that. Okay, so here we go. We're done with the void now, and don't care about casualties because we're in the void. So let's finish up the desert, and then we'll move on out and get a hold of the new Vixen Vallari. So another thing you guys may not have noticed, and this happened a few updates ago, is when you go to the heroes, oops, I want to get out of the void before I go there. Go to my heroes now. And the heroes are wearing a lot more clothes these days. I mentioned this a few patches ago. But so Avril used to be my favorite hero, but now she's like bundled up for the winter. And so now that's why I've been waiting to get a hold of Vallari, because she has the she is the most I don't know what you call it, whatever you want to call it, but I've been looking forward to Vallari. It's a family-friendly show, so I'll just leave it at that. So Vallari. Rose is a little mean, and she doesn't really care about anybody. Let's see who else we got. Elena, she's too proud and noble. Teodrin looks pretty cool. Cleo looks a little bit too freaky for me, so I don't think that's going to happen. And Nora is just not my type. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So I've been looking forward to Vallari. So let's see what, and I got her Tuesday. So here it is. I got the video of me unlocking her. So let's take a look at that. So here she is, and look, it says guaranteed hero in chest 30. How many chests do you think it's going to take? Well, let's find out. So Kai Brown, welcome to the channel, my friend. Good to have you back. We missed you, my friend. Good to have you here. Hopefully things go all well. So back to Vallari. Now I've opened up, this is my 11th chest I'm opening up. I did get a divine item, which wasn't that great. I'll show it to you in just a minute. But look, still no Vallari after 11 chests. And she's guaranteed to me after 30 chests. So look, I had 4,500 Lenari to burn through. So we're just going to keep on burning. So there's by 10 more. And this is one thing I do not like. So when you do the activity quest, you get those new that new currency. I always forget what it's called, but it's that blue, light blue currency. I hate the fact that I want to stockpile that currency so I can open up the gold chests or the adamantine chest. But no, it forces you, whenever you want to do stuff like this, to use that light blue currency before you use Lenari. So I wish that the development team would take a look at that and say, hey, we need to give them an option. If they don't want to use the light blue and just use Lenari, have them go for it. Because like I mentioned last week, the light blue currency, you only get 4 a day through the activity quests. So I want to save them exclusively for the adamantine chest, because that means every 11 days I will be able to get one of those. But now when I do stuff like this, that's going to set that timetable back even further. So now I'm a guaranteed hero in 3 more chests. So now that we're on my 27th chest out of 30, guys. Still have not unlocked her. Now there's chest number 28. I have the worst luck with these things. There's chest number 29. Still no Vallari, so there you go, guys. It took me 30 complete chests to finally unlock her, and there she is. So, man, she eluded me for the longest time, but I finally caught up to her. And she's a beautiful warrior, it said the description from blah, 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 blah. So, let's see, what did it say? It said, I probably can't get back to that description now, but oh well. So we're going to take, I've been saving my XP cards for quite a while, and after opening 30 chests, I also have a lot of cards you can see here that are for Vallari only. So let's go ahead and beef her up here. We use all of these cards that are from Vallari, and let's start power leveling the crap out of her to get her maximized, because all my other heroes right now are level 30, so we're trying to get those up as well. So let's see if I have enough cards to get her up to level 30. That would be great if I could, because then I would not have to worry about anything extra. Man, she's getting some good abilities right off the bat, and I haven't gone into the XP cards yet. So I don't have Nora or Gafgar. I can't do those yet. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple more ability cards. Vallari, Vallari, Vallari. I've seen a lot of people use, I don't even know what skill it is, but we'll be finding out shortly. It has a black circle, and that's all I pretty much know about that, so we'll have to take a look at it. So now we're down into our XP cards. Let's start at our smallest amount and start leveling her up. Get her up to level 30. Here we go. Man, I had a lot of those 2000 ones. So I went from 0 to level 13 with just the 2000 cards. And now let's get into the 5,000 cards. I got 53 of these suckers. Let's see what level I get to on this. Now she's up to, oh, only went up 3 levels on that, man. And now I got 505 of these 10K cards, so quite a bit there. Here we go. Let's see where that gets me. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Man. Look at that, all the way up to 28. So now I'm going to skip those regular XP cards and just use these. Probably going to get me well beyond what I need to get. So yep, still at 28 there. Let's use these cards here. Getting closer to 29. Got 14 of these suckers, so this will be good. 29. Almost up to 30, I think. Let's see. Confirm. Yeah, we're almost there. So these 2 cards might get us there. Boom. And boom. There it is. Level 30. And that's what I wanted to do here with Vallari. Got her all the way up. Didn't even have to use all of my XP cards. So now I can use the rest of these XP cards to get everybody else streamlined. So she's still behind the wolf pack here. So let's get her. I always try to get everybody up to about the halfway mark, just to keep everybody relatively on the same page as far as XP goes. So that's what we're doing now, guys. And get Avril up here. And Vega, just a couple more. Ooh, dang, Rose is almost level 31, so that's good for her. And get Raxus up. And we're out of those cards. So now we got 15 of these 150K cards. So we can get the rest of our people up here. Doot. There's that. Man. Alright, so everybody's at least halfway now, and I have 4 remaining. So let's go ahead and hit Vallari. We'll just hit these first 4. There we have it. So now that we got their XP up, we got all their cards up. Oh, we got 5 of these chests. We're going to have a few more XP cards in this batch. Open these suckers up. Bam. Alright, let's use those last bit of XP cards that we just got. 7 of the 50Kers. And we'll give some to these people down here. Looks like Jacques needs a boost. Who else? Vega maybe. 2 more. 1 and 2. Alright, so now let's take a look at Vallari and see what she is all about. So she is a mage class, just like Avril is. You can, they're pretty much exact opposites from abilities. Avril is your cold ability, and looks like Vallari is going to be our fire ability girl. So let's go ahead and look at these abilities now. We got Flame Strike. So let's see what this says. Summons a flame strike at the target area a short time later, igniting it into a burning inferno for 3 seconds that deals 16 burning damage. Then we have Lotus Fire. Her normal attack is a 25% chance of releasing an explosive fire orb. Okay. Crackling Flames. So what we're going to do is we are going to go at Flame Strike. I must have an ability for her because I haven't put any points in. We're just going to put all these points, just 1 point, in for now, and then we're going to go in battle and just see what all these abilities do. So Fire Dance, so activates Fire Spirit, so that's a summon, increasing her movement speed and casting. Wow, that's interesting. So it's pretty much like a rage ability, increases the casting speed by 200% for 20 seconds. That's the Fire Dance. Burning, so it looks like she is an AoE, area of effect, and with the burn dot, damage over time abilities, is mainly summon 3 fireballs. So yeah, she actually, of all the abilities, they sound the most promising, but we all know, we've been playing this game long enough, that she is not one of the stronger heroes. So let's just go have fun with her. We're only going to put her out on the battlefield, and let's see what happens here. So we will get into here. Oh, I still have the video up. Sorry, guys. So yeah, you guys were watching nothing that entire time while I was getting the XP cards going. Sorry for that. So here we are. We're going to go try out Vallari for the very first time and see how she is going. So anybody have any questions, any thoughts, anybody know anything about patch notes or whatever, just let me know. Kai Brown might still be here, Masharo and Janet. Let's take a look. Take a look-see. So we're going to throw Vallari out all by herself because we're that BA and we can handle it. So where did she go though? Not used to. Oh, there she is. Level 30 Vallari. Look at her, man. Exciting. It's always exciting to use it for the first time. So we'll give her some guards, and we'll use some snipers to help her out. But actually, we won't. We'll just do bodyguards only and let her abilities do the talking. So here we go. Let's see what happens. I want to do fire dance so I can get my casting off. I'm guessing that's what I want to do. Okay, so wow, look at that. So let's do what is this? Flame strike. Okay, so that's an AoE area of effect. Let's drop that, and then what's this? Look at her go. Look at all that burn damage. Wow, this is very nice. I like, and there's that meteor strike. Those are pretty cool abilities, I think. But look, she's getting attacked. She's not very strong because I didn't put any gear on her. I forgot to put gear on her. So she actually died. Let's retry that. And let's pop out real quick. Let's put some gear on her, what we have. So I forgot that totally. So let's see. She needs a staff. So mythic staff plus 11 sounds pretty good to me. Yep, that's probably what we'll go with. Give her some more magic abilities, and then she needs a cloak. Alright, damage against summon units, blah blah blah, mage. Let's just throw on what we got for now. We can streamline it later. Looks like mage's cap. What else? Do we have anything that's specific to her? Might just use that for command sake. That's oops. See what else I might have here. That's Avalon. Probably nothing. Alright, so let's go back to the Conjurer's Cap. One command. We'll use this. There's 6 command. I like command just for my gold cap. So anytime I don't know what to put on, I just throw on command. And might just have to pick. I don't think these will have much. That's Blizzard. Don't need to worry about that. Let's throw on this one. No, not this one. This one, I think it was. Yeah, this one. Why not for now? Just to give her some coverage. Now this one is, that's for Racken. +2. That was Avril. That one is Rufio. That one is Avalon. And that one is everybody. So not really helping me there. +1. +2. +2. +2. +2. Ooh, Rain of Fire +1. Let's see if what else we might have. That's Bane, or all these Vallaris, +4, +4, +4. Some of them are, I always check, but it looks like that's Vallari specific. So let's just go ahead and throw that on. Rain of Fire +1. And then we'll put that other trinket in the hands, which is +7 for our command. So that's pretty decent. Let's see if our gold cap went up. Yep, our gold cap went up by 1. It was 88 before. And now we are at 89. So let's give Vallari another chance to redeem herself and see what we can do here. So this time I'll use the overload ability to hopefully keep them off of her. Let's see how much burn damage she can do this time. She's got a little bit more magic stats here. And we'll do the fire dance. That seems to be a really good all-around attack. So let's get the Rain of Fire in here on these guys. So all this burn damage, guys, really seems to help out. And now they're coming straight for her, so I'll use this last ability to hopefully squash these guys and prevent her death. So let's see what happens. So there's that skill I was talking about. Wow, that is crazy. Is it enough to save her though? No, it's not. She's gonna die. So she needs a little bit more protection than that. We'll retry this. And this time we will throw in some help for her, and these guys will go down really fast when I get some snipers in here to do their job. Nook, welcome to the channel, my friend. We're trying out Vallari real quick, and then we're going to be talking about the new temple building. Hopefully you guys have had a chance to play with it for a couple days, and we're going to get some action with it. So, Flame Strike. There's that ability. That is so cool. I really like that ability there. Man, that's cool stuff. What's your guys' favorite Vallari ability? Do you guys have her? What's your opinion of her? And we caught her up to everybody else. And that's another good thing that I want to mention, guys. If you are able, if your troops are high enough, and if you have the right composition, do all of your quests with just one hero, because look, 41,000 experience just for one hero, and that is pretty much going to be your fastest way on leveling your heroes up. Don't spread them all out, because that, you know, then each hero only gets like 2,000 or 3,000 per thing. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So and look, I don't know if you saw it, but Vallari was actually in my chest before Bane was. And it said I needed 30 chests to unlock her. And it took me 30 quests to get her. And it also cost me $30. So I really hate spending money on this game, because I already spend money monthly with my subscription and my patron status. But I was on break at work when I was trying to unlock her. And I had like 7,000 Lenari saved up, thinking that was going to be enough. But no, to really guarantee you're going to get it, you really need to save up like 10 or 12,000 Lenari, so you don't have to spend $30. Because what I bought to get her was this special. Oh, it doesn't even have it for me anymore. But there was a special for $30 where I could get 1980 Lenari, and then it gave me another 1,500 bonus on top of that. So that seemed like the best deal for me. So I got her because I'd already invested 5,000 Lenari at that point, and I'm like, there's no way I'm not gonna go and finish it up. So yeah, Patron does not make us pay to win. Pay to win is those people that come in here and drop $100 and get that 7,200 Lenari. That's the pay to win people, or the people that come in here and buy all this crap, because there's so much stuff that's wasted in here, like the troops. I mean, the only stuff I buy in the shop is the gold stuff, and I've only been doing that recently because that's one of your activity quests. But I rarely spend Lenari in here. The only time I'll spend Lenari in here is for these three here, for resources, for when we're doing a server-wide event and I want to beat Peaches and she's bragging about how awesome she is. I'll spend some Lenari to beat her. But other than that, I don't do any of it. So, and like I said, unless you spend money all the time, like people are spending thousands of dollars on this game, and that's the pay-to-win model. Me, You know, I don't consider it pay to win because I don't know what your history is, Nook, but I've been an MMO gamer for life. Started off with Star Wars Galaxies way back in 2003, and back then all the games were subscription model. So no one called it pay to win back there because everybody paid the same rate. But now you got all this in-game items and these microtransactions. So if you invest in all that, then yeah, you're a pay to win. But if you're just paying for the subscription model, there's no way someone should call you pay to win. But that's just my opinion. Sorry for that little rant there, but there it was. Yeah, so in my day I've played. This will show my age a little bit, but before anyone really knew what the internet was, my very first year of college, I went into the computer lab and I sat down and started doing my homework, and there's this guy next to me, and he was just typing so feverishly on the computer, just going crazy. And I look at his screen, and all it was just a whole bunch of text. I'm like, okay, this guy must be a computer programmer. He's just making a game or whatever. But then every week I would go back into that same computer lab, and he would just be doing the same thing, blah, 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 over and over. And so then I finally started watching what he was doing. He was actually playing one of the very early online games. Back then they were called MUDs, multi-user dungeons. And so back then there was no graphical interface. All you had was text on the screen. It's basically like a choose your adventure book on the screen. If you wanted to go up, you press N to go north, and you kind of had to visualize in your head where you were going or map it out on a piece of paper because there was nothing to look at but text. So that was really where I started online gaming way back in 1997. And this is right when Ultima Online first became popular, and that game was inexpensive, the game to play on a subscription model. And back then I'm like, there's no way I'm paying monthly for a game. And here I am, 25,000 years later, paying probably $20 to $30 a month and across all the 4 or 5 games that I'm playing. So yeah, so there's a story for the ages for all you millennials out there of what happened with games before the internet really took hold of everything. So yeah, good stuff there. Wow, that was a good story. So back to what we were doing. Vallari, we've power leveled her all the way from 1 to level 30, so she's caught up to everybody. So let's see how many. My list of heroes I don't have is starting to get pretty short. So this, I think it's only what, 8 I don't have. I don't have Elena, I don't have Teodrin, Cleo, Gafgar, Nora, Dingy, and Bane. So I know Dingy, Gafgar, and Elena and Teodrin I can get through these chests, but Nora, I believe, is, yeah, it even says right there, is a void hero only. So she's probably going to be the last one I can get, because I think she's, what, void level 80? Something crazy like that. And I'm still stuck on 55. So yeah. Speaking of that, Nook, I finally took the hit for Jacques as well. Only $10, but just keep in mind, after you buy Jacques, if you want to buy that same slot, it goes from $10 to $99. So if I were to show you that, I mean, it's just not worth it after the $10 one. So, but I'll show you what Jacques can do real quick. I won't use anything but bodyguards from him, bodyguards and just Jacques, and he's just gonna blow everybody out of the water. So here we go. Spray and pray, and when you couple him with Grimm's, they're equally as devastating because he brings all the firepower, and when you couple him with Grimm's can do that reload ammo. So because this ability here, it's only as good as long as you have ammo. After that, you're going to see him get really weak, and he's not going to be able to do much of anything. But he can still put out more damage than any other hero in your arsenal, so that's why everybody is saying he's OP. And look at all them bones on the ground, guys. That's just a cone of bones, just bone graveyard right there. So yeah, good stuff there for Jacques. Let me collect this loot real quick. Oh yeah, I would never have bought Bane. But I'm so glad. I'm pretty patient when it comes to stuff like that, so I always try to, you know, save the stuff that is like a one-time thing. I try to save those and use them wisely, but sometimes I get it wrong as well. But good luck to you. So if you already bought Bane for $9.99, you said take the hit. He's gonna cost you $100 then, right? Because every time I go to this shop now and want to get that same slot, yeah, Vega bundle, $99. And all you get for that $99 is 3,600 Lanari. So let's do the math there. 3,600 Lanari. That's $50 if I were just to go buy that by itself. But then I also get, ooh, a legendary cloak. Ooh, epic items. Ooh, ability cards. Ooh, 1.2 million XP. Really? You're trying to tell me, Lilith Games, that 1.2 million XP and then 4 ability cards and then 3 item cards is worth $50 to you? No freaking way is that worth $50. So if you just want that, I would just come back here and just buy the 3,600 Lanari. If you really, that's even a waste in my opinion, because if you think about it this way, this is where the shop really gets expensive. So let's do a little Art of Conquest math. So I could sit here and buy 3,600 Lanari for $50. Or you can come down here, go to patron status for $4.99 a month. You can hit that patron status and you'll get 100 a day. So over the course of a month, you'll get 3,000 for $5. 3,000 a month for $5. So that's where patron status really is the best value in the game for obtaining Lanari. It's really the only way I get Lanari in this game is using that patron status. So bam. Wow, sorry, there's rant number 2 for you guys. So let's start talking about the temple. I promised you guys we would talk about the new building temple, so let's get to it. Got another little video to show you. If the video is too loud, just let me know. If you can't hear me over it, let me make sure. I think it should be good. But this is the temple, guys. So it's available in your stronghold. And there's 6 of them based upon your level. If you're not stronghold level 30, you're not going to have access to all of them yet. But this is basically talking about everything. So what these statues do is you can activate blessings. With blessings, think of them as buffs. So that's what we're trying to do with these. So the bad news is each of these statues is going to have a rune slot. And the rune slot, as far as I can tell, I've done a lot of testing. I've done hundreds of dungeon quests. I've gone to the black market, wasted a ton of honor. I've done everything I can think of in this game to try and find alternate ways on how you can get these rune stones. Because if you go through this process that is showing you now, it doesn't tell you how to get the rune stones. It's just like, oh, go find them. I don't know how, but just go find them. So far, the only way I have discovered to get the rune stones is to do those daily activity quests. And once this video gets done showing this stuff, then we'll get into it in depth. So each statue is a different god or goddess, and you can see those rune slots there. So there's the blessings that we were talking about. So I'll show you guys all about this temple, all about these statues, all about the rune slots and how you get the runes, and then I'll share a little bit of info on what I think you should focus on first as far as leveling up these tiers for these statues. So we'll just let this play out so you can see the different activated blessings you get. So when you first acquire all these statues, you're going to see right there in green, you're going to get one ability activated right off the bat. So just for having the statue, you get to activate statue for all of them. So now the video's done, and I can cancel that out, and I'll actually go into it and show you in depth. So there it is. As far as the dwarf goes, it's in the top right, and what they had to do at least for my race, I don't know how the other races go, but they actually had to move my gun range down next to my alchemy core in order to make room for this temple. So there it is. There's 6 of them, like I said, starting, and you know, just like how you have bronze troops, silver troops, and gold troops, well, the statues are tiered the same way. So these are the bronze gods. You go up 1 more level, you get to your silver level. You go up 1 more level, and there's your gold Skyfather Ilios, the overseer of all the gods, I guess. So he's like your equivalent of Zeus, I would guess. And then you got your silver tiered and your bronze tiered. So let's start with our bronze tiered, and here's the rune slots I talked about. And this one is Storm Deity Zephrodite. So right off the bat, I don't know if there's anybody out there that's not a dwarf. I looked at Peaches and she's human, and I'm pretty sure that these descriptions at the bottom are going to be the same no matter what race you are. But if you see something different, say, hey, Stinkpot, they're different for races. But I don't really know because, like I said, couldn't find the patch notes anywhere. So hopefully the new community manager will post them on the Art of Conquest forums. And I even looked on the Facebook for Art of Conquest. I looked everywhere. Couldn't find no patch notes. I guess I don't have an Android, so I'm penalized. Whatever. So like I said, back to the temple. And you can see socket a runestone of power for the following blessing. It increases the healing efficacy and attack of your heroes. So if you click on each one, it's going to tell you there's a different runestone that goes in each of these slots. So that's a runestone of resolve. That one is a runestone of, is that the same? Yeah, runestone of resolve, runestone of gallantry, runestone of gallantry, runestone of courage, runestone of power. So the 3 abilities at the bottom are, what I have activated already is increases the health and attack of your garrison troops, excluding siege weapons. I'm dwarf. And all of these will say, excluding siege weapons by 8%. So we go to the next one. Forest Deity Druidamus. I guess that's how you say it. Activate the attack health of miners, technicians, and engineers. Well, thank you. This is what I don't like about this. So they really nerfed dwarf in all of these, because if you look through all of these, typically for all of these statues except 2 of them, they are race dependent. So look at this one, the race dependency, and this one is you got to have spearmen, hoplites, or centurions. The racial specifics in this one is you got to have miners, technicians, or engineers. By the way, miners, technicians, or engineers is troops dwarves don't use. There's no point in using them. They're crappy. So yeah, that's why I say dwarves are not giving much love with these temples as far as the race specifics go. And then we go to the next one, the race specific. Actually, there's 2 of them that are not race specific. That's going to be your Calliope, and then I think the other one is where is it at? Nope, not that one. Calliope and yeah, nope. There's 2 of them. I know Calliope. Where's the? I must already passed him. And Zephrodite. Oh no, wait. Did they change it? No. Oh no, they didn't. So yeah, so that's right. Sorry, I was thinking about the next thing I wanted to talk about. So back to Banacles, and this one you have to have priestesses, abbesses, whatever, and saints, which is human specific. Next one is monks, gurus, and lamas. That's Rakan specific. Next one is sand stingers. I'm trying to talk too fast. Let me slow it down. Blood claws and dune lords. So that's going to be lich specific. So like I said, there is no dwarf love in any of these statues. So I also said that I would tell you which ones you need to focus on first. And in my opinion, guys, what you really need to focus on first is the ones that are not race specific. And there's only 2 of those. So this is the first one, Calliope. And you can see I've almost got all of these slots filled. I just need a runestone of courage and a runestone of valor. And all these slots will be filled. And what I'm going for, guys, and I don't have any confirmation of this as well, but what I'm going for is the third one. It says enchant runestones +3, increases research speed by 20. So if I go to my Skyfather guy, I already have research speed increased by 30%. And if you know anything about research speed, that is probably one of the most expensive things you will have to do in this game. So in my opinion, it's really important that you try to get your research speed as fast as you can. And this is the unconfirmed part, but by what it's saying here in the text, you should be able to stack all of these on top of each other. So that's 30% there. And then if I want to come over here and get my Calliope up, that's another 20% there. So I could have an extra 50% from those two. And that's what I'm working for. So if you don't know what to work for, I would work for these research speeds and get those up. So let me hop out of here real quick, because I just have to complete a few more of these, and then I can get some more runestones. So we'll show that in just a minute. Let me do my transmute, get my 3 done for the day, and we'll work towards and see getting our runestones done. So let's go ahead in here and get our escorts going, and we'll use some Vallari some more to get some more alone time with her and start to learn her abilities. But we need to do our escort dungeons and our regular dungeons, 5 of each apiece. So here comes Peaches back from her pedicure out on the world, since I don't do pedicures at all. So there she's back, ready to go. I was just bragging about her, how we're going to be showcasing her next week as she hits 1 million power. So yeah, Nook was on here, but it looks like he went away for a little bit. He says he loves my rants. I've been ranting hard about how there's no dwarf love in the temple. So let's get Vallari back out. Yeah, I can't really talk about Vallari now that Pitches is here. So we'll just use her to fight. See what happens here. Rain of Fire. That's my new favorite ability from her, I believe. Like meteor shower in the sky. And here it is, April, guys, and Avril's really taking a hold here in Indiana, because it's April and it's supposed to snow tomorrow. That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy stuff. And our snipers took out the big behemoth out there, and there's 1 in the books. We might get her close to a level 31. Ooh, I got a gold, what is that? I can't tap on it. But it's just a gold coin, nothing crazy special. Ooh, I got research to complete. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. And now we'll just keep doing our thing. Doing our thing, guys, here in Art of Conquest. This is the Stinkpot Shack Show. Let's take a look at the chat and see if anybody's even paying attention. Because I said, hey, we're live, and then they start talking about Virion love. Horses, just realized, nope. Nope. No Stinkpot love there. But oh well, we'll just keep marching on here and get these escorts done. And then we will get back to those runestones that we've been talking about tonight. So if you guys have any questions about the temple, let me know. Because like I said, I've been looking at this for a few days now, and I've got a good grasp on what you need to do in regards to the temple. So, like I said, I showed you guys the first 2, in my opinion, is what you need to work on. If you have any questions, or if you don't believe those are the best 2 to work on first, let me know and we can discuss it right here. So here we go. Going to another battle. Let's use our big ability here, the Flame Strike. I got +2 from cards on that. So that's actually my favorite ability. It's like the most impressive looking skill that she has. And the rest of the time she uses these fireballs, and she has a 20% chance to get a crit on that. So yeah, pretty good stuff there. And after the show tonight, I'm going to be looking at her closer and seeing what gear she needs to have to really maximize her potential out. And we can maybe talk about that next week. So here we go. There's 2 more to do. Almost got the 50 energy done. Actually, I need to use all my heroes. I need to get that 50 energy one done as well. So we'll put all our heroes into this next one and get that sucker going as well. You're watching live here on the Stinkpot Shack Show, guys. I'm talking about Temple Talk and Vallari power leveling. If you have any questions, I'm right here. Let's add Vallari to this bunch. And here we go. Our whole army is at our arsenal, just blowing away the competition. Let's use, where is it? Do I even have her abilities? I can't even see them. That's just not sure where they are on the list. I don't see Vallari's abilities. That's interesting. I see Avril's. Well, they're all dead, so oh well. Let's see, no casualties to speak of. And where is Vallari even in here? Yeah, she was in there. Oh well. Rose is really close to 31, but she wasn't in there, so oh well. So probably 1 or 2 more of those battles, and we'll have the 50 energy one done. And we'll be close to getting those rune stones for today. And hopefully it's the ones I need to complete my final 2 slots on that one god we showed you earlier. So that's what we're doing these for, to see if that indeed is how it plays out. So here we go.
For Silverwing! We have defeated an enemy legion.
We'll use the fire off ability. I still don't see her abilities in there. What's this one?
We have defeated an enemy.
Oh, that's reload ammunition. Didn't need to use that one, but oh well. And how is that? Man, I got 174 energy on Vallari now. That's good. Yep, there's 50 energy. There's clear dungeon. Let's see where we are now. So now I just need some escort missions and request resources. Okay, I can do one of those right now. Our city is just in shambles, though. Good lord. Let's see, what's the best one to... Man, not really a good choice here. Probably just have to waste 10 of them just to satisfy our quest, though. Let's see which one's the best one. That sounds like a good enough winner. So there's that. Knock that out, and let's get some escort missions underway. Looks like 3 or 4 more of those to go. Boom. So, let's see. Let me borrow some resources or some troops from Peaches and get that one done. Borrow. There's that. Do my escort mission. Lumbers. Thanks, Peaches. Returned. There's another escort. Get these suckers going. And now we have... Let's see, yeah. So one more escort should get it done. And then we just have to wait for them to get turned in. So we're trying to complete this last quest here, guys. And then we'll get 2 more runestones. And I want to show you the new breakdown of these activity quests, but we just gotta wait for these escorts to finish, and then I can show you the breakdown, because they did change. That was another change in this last update, so we want to make sure we showcase that as well. So when this one finishes, we'll actually escort this. I never escort these anymore on this server, but there's really no need. But I'll just follow this one anyway, just for fun, because it's the last one we need in order to fulfill our activity, I believe. Yeah. So 2 more to go, and then they will be done. Could do a quick siege, but oh well. So, let's see what is in our city loot. Ooh, 4 mithril. Can't wait for that. See, I still don't have any patch notes in my mail either, so Sorry I wasn't able to show you guys the official patch notes. I know why you got that email now, because you are on the public test realm because you have an Android phone.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I didn't get it. So I talked about that earlier. So Parth, what's up, man? Yeah, you and me both, man. He is from where is he from? He's in South America somewhere, I believe. So I'll go back and try and decipher it for you, Parth. He says, I don't like the gyms. I like your stall by Stinkpot. See you later. Stinkpot, my wish is when you open, come and make a VD wet. You're reaching VD. I don't know what that means. And then he says, stream when I get up, come Clash Royale. Bye, Stinkpot, don't forget my wish. And then he says, my wish is when, I lost it. My wish is when they update, can you make a, I don't know what he means by VD. Can you make a deck maybe? Because one thing about Michelle is he never remembers that I do like 4 games. So anytime he comes on, he starts talking about Clash Royale, and then when he realizes, oh, this isn't Clash Royale, he says bye. So that's what he did again. So he's always the first one in live chat, though. So guys, you need to try and beat him because he is the king of popping into live chat first. So yeah, so there's the quick little synopsis on him. And looks like we are done with our escorts now. So here's the new update that they were talking about. So before you used to have, so all these rewards at the top, they're set in what you get. So in this first one, you're always going to get this stuff here. And the second one is one thing they changed, because now you get alchemy stones in this tier 2 level. And before this last update, you didn't get alchemy stones there. So they've added that. So that's a good bonus, excuse me, for all the crafting out there that I need to do. And then it's the same, just resources for the 3rd slot. The 4th slot is also resources, but the 5th slot is pretty important now because you get these soul bits. That's the word. I gotta remember that soul bits is that light blue currency. Soul bits, soul bits, soul bits. So this is the rant number 1 I was talking about, where development needs to change this, where I have the option of when I unlock the hero chest if I want to use soul bits or Lanari, because I really want to use Lanari and save my soul bits for the adamantine chest. And then your rune stones, guys, this is the only place in the game you can acquire them right now. They're always in this last activity reward chest. There they are. Got the runestone of power today and the runestone of gallantry. So you can only get 2 a day, unfortunately. So let's hop right back into the temple, and you'll have a plus sign if you have runes that haven't been socketed. So that's what that plus sign means. So make sure you pay attention to that. And let's get back to our one that has just 2 remaining. And of course, they're not the ones I need. I need a runestone of courage and a runestone of valor. So like I said, there's 2 gods or deities, however you want to call them, that you need to focus on first, in my opinion, because none of these are dwarf specific. So especially if you're a dwarf, you want to focus on these 2 first, because you can really get your research speed up to date. So get it upgraded. And not to mention, Calliope also increases your bronze army cap right off the bat by 100. So that's another good reason. So let's hop on over to the second one I need to work on, which is, I think it's the Godfather, Skyfather Ilios. Yeah, because he's not race specific either, and he already gives you plus 30% to research speed. So is that the second one I wanted? I thought there was 2. Let me take another quick look. Health and blah 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 blah. Calliope, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So I already have this one. Increase attack and health of miners, technicians, engineers. Whoop-de-doo. I don't use those guys, so yay for dwarf. Okay, so Zephrodite is the other one I need to work on. So there's really 3 of them guys that will get your research speed up. But you only need to work on 2 of them because the Skyfather Ilios, you get this research speed 30% just by getting to Stronghold level 30. So that one's done. And now I need to work on Calliope, which will give me another, is that Calliope? Yeah, another 20%. And then this other one over here, which is Storm Deity Zephrodite, if I could fill all of these sockets here, my research speed will get up to an additional 20%. So I have some runes that I'm going to put in here. So we'll put those in here and hopefully get these done. So yeah, so we got 4 more to get on this one and 2 more to get on the other ones. And also guys, pay attention at the top here. Every time you do these, you get power as well. So if I go out of this menu, you're going to see my power go up by 200 because you get 100 per runestone. So a good way to slowly increase your power. And now I'm only 20k away from 800. And where are you at, Peaches? 951. So definitely we'll be having a special meeting with Peaches next week as she hits the 1 million mark for you guys next week right here on the Stinkpot Shack Show. She will join an elite club. Well, until she gets to the 2 million elite club, and then by then there'll be people at 5 million, and on it goes. It's always a race to catch up to these pay-to-win whales that are just controlling our server right now. But never give up, never give up on your quest, and you know, spend money responsibly. So that's my best advice there. So hopefully you guys learned some things. If you have any questions about the temple, you can come in here and hit this question mark, and it just gives you a brief overview of what the temple is. So enshrine statues of the gods in Nor. More statues can be activated as you level up your stronghold. And since you only need stronghold level 30 to get all of these right now, I would expect them to add more as it goes on. So they might, you know, there's only 1 gold level at this point, and there's 3 silvers and 2 bronze. So I would expect them to add another bronze next, maybe, and then or maybe a gold. But they definitely will be adding more as they go on with this. So keep that in mind as well. And the maximum enchantment level of runestones can be increased by leveling up your stronghold. Now, I won't know until I actually get there, but when I get these filled up, I'm guessing this tier 1 at the bottom, I'm going to be able to level it up to tier 2 and beyond somehow, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like I said, let's see, today is Thursday, so Sunday we will be back for some Fortnite action. If you are not bored, or if you are bored actually on Sunday, I might get a bonus stream in before we actually go live on 7 p.m. Central. But we'll just have to see how that goes, how real life goes, and maybe I might get in trouble with Peaches and she might not let me anyway. So we'll just have to see how that goes as well. But it's been a pleasure, everybody. We will see you Sunday for Fortnite. And tonight we have talked about Vallari power leveling and Temple, what it's all about. And also don't forget your wall health has gone up as well. So that will do it here for tonight. See you Sunday for Fortnite. I am Stinkpot, and this has been your Stinkpot Shack Show. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon to be notified the next time we go live here on the Stinkpot Shack Show. Have a good night.